Hey guys, hey, I'm going to rebuild my Arrma 3S shocks. They're off my Typhon, and I am going to add some O-rings instead of that plastic piece inside, and I'll show you real quick. So you just take your driver, loosen this top piece up, hold on to the body, slide it down, unscrew that. You got your spacer, your other spacer, then you have this piece for the spring, so the spring's nice and flat when you put your spacers on there. Then these, to get this unscrewed, you push in and you turn it. Now if you can't, if it's too tight, I take my 2 Allen wrenches, put them in the holes, and then kind of push in, you know, this way so it locks in, and when I pull it out, I'll show you. See, you can feel it break free. There's gonna be oil in here still, so I'm gonna save that. They didn't get dirty. They were just leaking real bad. And I think I found a way to stop them from leaking, which I believe someone on Facebook mentioned to use the O-rings. So, and I'm just using this to keep it standing. That's all. That's all that's for. See? So I set it down and I don't lose the oil. I'll set that off to the side. All right. Then you have this. Take your little T-wrench, pull off the nut. And take this off. This has holes in it. That's what the oil goes through. So this is a 2. And then don't forget your washer. It goes on the bottom. So I always put it back the same way. When you put it back on, it goes on the bottom. That way when you tighten it up, it doesn't crush the washer, that piece. And then this comes off. And I wanted to see if this was straight or not, because the last one, the other front one, was not. So hard to tell. This one looks like it might be bent just a little tiny bit, but it's really hard to see. This one was really bad. This one's bowed up here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, right up front here. You can see that one's bowed pretty bad. This one looks a little bent too, but not bad. Looks like right down in there somewhere it's a little bent. Right at the end. But it'll work for now, because I don't have another one. I had one more of those, so I replaced it with that one. Then you take this little piece, let's move on, pop that little top off. There's an O-ring, right? And then you go in from the other side and push up, try to get it, and that pops out that little plastic piece. And there's another O-ring. See, this is plastic, not an O-ring. So, and these are 3mm. They look a little bit bigger, which I'm okay with. At least they seem to be working. They're a little tighter, but so what I've been doing is I've been putting this on, back on here, I throw one of the original O-rings back on. Then I put these 3mm. I got these from work, so. And then I'll take the hard plastic piece that came out and use that to shove them in. Okay. And then I take the last original O-ring and put it on the outside. And I'll take this piece again and shove it in there so it's flat. And that's where it is. See, I don't know if you can, yeah, let's see if we can get this close for you guys. See how flat that is? That's what you want. So it worked out pretty good, the 3 of those. And then you take your cap again and you put it on. Make sure your cap pops on. It doesn't pop on like it's. I want to make sure it's on there all the way. Might have to get a new one because this one popped off pretty easily. Get a little bit lighter down here. And keep popping that one back up. Let me see if I have a new one of those. Hang on a second, guys. There we go. Spare stuff. I think that's one right there. Yeah, there's a couple there. That's what I should have done on the other one. That I did not realize. And they also have a O-ring right here. So, I forgot about those. So you can replace those, but it's leaking from in here is where they're leaking from. So. Alright, see that one snapped on nice and good. It's nice and flat. Just gonna throw that one away. Okay, you can feel it's a lot tighter. Pull this back out of the way, okay? Then you put your washer, make sure your little metal washer goes on first. Put it back. Your nut. Tighten it back up. It doesn't have to be super tight, but tight enough, okay? Then you don't need that no more. I'm keeping them, but you don't need that no more. And then you take your body back over here. I'm going to add some more oil. And I'm using 45 weight. I believe that's the stock weight. Okay. And I don't fill it all the way up because most of it's going to come out anyways. So I'll put a towel down so I don't. Get my rag wet, not too bad. And I just screw it up. You'll start seeing it if you look. Not sure if you can see that or not, but if you look, there's a little line right there. Can we see that? I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there it is right there. See that little line? That's where the air comes up and it pushes up the fluid out of that. You can see where it's coming out right there. So the excess fluid and all the air pockets are being pushed out. So you just keep twisting and turning until you get it tight. And these are pretty easy shocks to work on. I'm just hoping they stop leaking. That's the biggest flaw of these. Okay. And you don't want to tighten them too tight, but tight enough to where just an extra little twist. And I'm going to grab one more of these and wipe it off. Wipe them off real good. So yeah, so this looked like it stopped. I got the other 3 out done already, and they're not leaking right now. So these things leak just sitting in place. Okay. So I didn't show you guys that, but there's like a little notch here. See the notch right here? There's one there, and there's one in the back there. And it goes into those notches. That's how you get it untight. To unscrew it, you push it in and twist it, and it locks in and catches. So it's like right there, you know, it catches that way or this way. Okay. So, but that feels really good. Hoping this doesn't leak. Yeah, see, it's leaking a little bit right there. I should have put the new O-rings in. Let's see if I can get it just a little bit tighter. All right, let's try that. Put the spring back on. No. So you put the spring back on, put this little flat washer that goes inside it. It holds the spring from rubbing, is what it does. And you put this spacer on. And I left this one out on this one in the front. These are the two in the front because they're so stiff. So I'm going to try it without that one in the front. And there you go. They're pretty stiff, so. And then just tighten this one up all the way. Okay. And there you go, guys. We're going to see if that works. Hopefully that stops it from leaking. I mean, it just oozes out. I mean, just sitting here, you know. Sitting on the car, it's leaking. So I'm hoping that stops it. We'll see. So, but there you go, guys. It's my Typhon 3S. See if that works. And those are 3mm O-rings. Get them anywhere. Get them anywhere. All right. So, all right. And then I'll give an update too on this. See if this works or not. But it's looking like it's working so far, because I did one last night and I have no oil anywhere around it on this rear one. I already have it in the car though. I don't know if you can see it or not right here. And I have no oil leaking anywhere. But it's they are stiff. When I drop it on the ground, there's no chassis slap at all. So I'm gonna see when I put these on there and drop it on the ground and see what the front does. But yeah, there is no slap whatsoever. So that's a good thing, but we'll see. All right, guys, thanks. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And y'all have a good day.